So just before the video starts, I just wanted to quickly mention this channel is currently about 180 subs away from 40k. So if you do enjoy this video, feel free to help me reach that goal by hitting the sub button. Enjoy the review. So let's get into it. Alright, so starting off, we have the reprints. So all this stuff is reprinted, right, I imagine? So the box starts here. Was it only monsters reprinted? Alright. We have Level Conversion Lab. Select one monster in your hand and show it to your opponent, and roll a 6-sided die. If the result is 1, send the selected monster to the graveyard. If the result is 2 or 6, level the selected monster becomes equal to the level of... We don't use... This is like stuff because we got the new dice roll character, right? We're not using this stuff. Just so you know, some of the reprints are mixed up. Alright, so chat, tell me if it's a reprint. Just spam me. So, yeah, this is not obviously not going to be used. Because we're getting a new dice roll character, this is not going to be like a normal card though. Yeah, this is not going to be a normal card. We're not going to use this stuff. Moving on, we don't need... We can skip this shit. Alright, fire darts. Activate only while you control. We have no cards in hand. Roll a 6-sided die 3 times and inflict damage to your opponent equal to... Oh! Times 100? 3 times? Oh! Mate, that's some fat damage right there. God, I love how every box, they have to give us some trashy burn traps. Oh, this hasn't been halved yet? Sorry, times 50, sorry. Every box they have to give us some absolutely terrible burn traps, just for filler. God damn. This one has some like kind of cool looking card art, I guess. Oh god, all the maths being happening in chat, oh god. Yu-Gi-Oh players trying to do maths, oh god, oh no. Stop guys. Right, give yourselves a headache. Please stop. You don't want to hurt yourselves. Alright, moving on. Another dice card. Wow, they really are... They're going in on the fact that Duke's a dice character, huh? By the way, just before I did this little box review, went through his skills and yeah, they don't seem all that great, but you know, that's just my opinion. Alright. You can see if the reprint, it says currently unavailable. Alright. Dice Versity. Once per turn, you can target one monster on the field whose current level is different from its original level. Roll a 6-sided die, the monster level becomes... Why would we ever use this? I mean, it's continuous, I guess, but... Would we even use this if we had it guaranteed as its effect? Would we even use it? I don't think so. I feel like we're not going to use this. I mean, Xyz. Yeah... No, we wouldn't even use this even if it was, like, guaranteed. We just choose it, right? Just run the monsters of the level you need, forehead. These are the target monsters your opponent controls. Okay, that makes it a little bit more useful, because you make your opponent's monsters unaccessible. Okay, true. That makes it a lot better. Still, are we going to use this over just removing our opponent's monster with a karma card? Hell no. But hey, it exists. And I guess since it's continuous, it lasts longer than karma card. It's not terrible, it's like an Anti-Xyz card though. If your opponent, if you go second and you draw this card, it's a dead in the water though, because they've already done their plays. Either way, moving on. So we're not using this. Dice Nigh. That is, these puns are... Whew. Each time your opponent special summons a monster, roll a 6-sided die and return all those special summon monsters to the hand with a current level that's the same as the result. Each time your opponent special summons a monster, roll a 6-sided die and return all of those summoned monsters to the hand with a current level that's the same as the result. Electric Overload box. So we've already got this card. Alright, don't need to worry about that one then. What is this card's effect even? Is that effective in a week? I don't know. Let's move on. It's a reprint anyway, don't need to care about it. FA Downforce. Target one FA monster you control. Increase its level by 2 until the end of this turn. During your main phase, except turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one FA monster you control, increase level by 2 until the end of the turn. Okay. Is there a reason you want to increase FA monsters by 2? I guess we have to wait and see what the FA monsters do, because I have no idea. Doesn't seem all that exciting right now. So I've actually seen the other monsters. Yeah, they have to wait till we see the other monsters, and doesn't seem all that exciting so far. Just a level adjuster. But maybe the FA monsters need it. Don't know yet. Have to wait and see. Beat down? Oh yeah, perfect. FA Circuit Grand Prix. Oh, Grand Prix. Is that Prix? Whatever. Increase the levels all FA monsters on the field by 2 during the battle phase only. Once per turn, when your opponent's FA monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can draw 1 card. Okay. If this face-up card on the field is destroyed by card effect, you can add 1 FA card from your deck to your hand. Except Circuit. Alright, that's interesting. I like that this card allows you to destroy it with your own effects. That can make for some weird search plays where you start running cards like, is it Twin Twister or Double Cyclone? Whatever it's called. You just destroy your own field spell. If this site actually loads. Hello? Alright, site's not loading, brilliant. But yeah, that's kind of cool. You can use those like Cyclones or to destroy your field spell, destroy something your opponent controls, get a free search, Storm, those kind of effects. Side is down, oh nice. Yes, like Storm is also another brilliant one that can be used with it. Oh sorry, this card. And I'd assume that stuff would actually be run if this is like the main, is like a really good searcher for the deck. Again, we have no idea about the level adjusting stuff because we haven't actually seen the rest of the FA cards yet. But even just the fact that it has a bonus effect of drawing a card when you destroy stuff and can be a search when combined with Storm and stuff, that'd be pretty decent. I'd like to give it a try anyway. Not bad, not bad. Wonder if you actually will start running Storm and shit with this though. I have to wait to see how like consistent the deck is, if it even needs searches, I guess. That's a reprint, I think. Oh, alright, so we've got the normal monsters. A reprint of a normal. Lame. Alright, here we go. What is that? An Ammonite warrior that has protected the seas throughout history. Oh. He's got like a shell with a visor on it. Look at his fucking mo. The dude's mustache is better than mine. Actually, like, let's fucking compare here, boys. Where is it? Can you zoom in a bit? Oh. Let's zoom in a little bit here. Where's his mustache at? What is that? That is unreasonable. It's not even a competition. God damn. Got the shell and the shield. I'm not really sure what's going on with these tentacles though. They look a bit rotten. Fucking Cyclops looking ass though. This dude's gonna join the X-Men. Alright, moving on from Armonite, we have Molten Behemoth, a giant born from magma. It attacks with a magma punch. Wow. It's just literally just a giant, is this Malphite from League of Legends? It's literally just a giant rock. It's Malphite. Giant born from magma pog. Magma punch, huh? It's Geodude? It could be. Level 5, holy shit. That's some insane rank 5 Xyz support. But thank God it's a level 5. Imagine if you could normal summon this. Imagine. The carnage that would happen to Duel Links if you could normal summon this monster. The game would just be... You might as well just delete it there. It'd just be Molten Behemoths everywhere. Absolutely insane card. Thank God it's a level 5. Alright, moving on. A card I've actually seen before. A card that looks like a toon, but it's not a toon. Ryu-Ran. A vicious little dragon sheltered in an egg that looks deceptively harmless. A He doesn't really look that harmless. They put his shell in a way where it looks like a fucking spiky mouse. This card literally looks like a Toon card though. Probably because there's like that Ryu-Ran, or his name is. Yeah, because it has a Toon version. It's a Ryu-Ran? I don't even remember how its name is. It's too irrelevant to care. My god. I think I actually owns this card IRL, actually. His wings are so disproportionate to his legs, though. This guy could never actually fly. Alright. Moving on. Alright. The card's literally off the screen. Brilliant. There we go. God, this is a mouthful. FA Turbocharger. Interesting card art. Gains attack equal to its level times 300. Okay. Your opponent's monsters whose... Oh, I guess that helps with your level adjusting stuff, so just attack boosted a bit. Okay. Your opponent's monsters whose original level / rank... Oh, it includes rank. Okay, that's cool. Is lower than this card cannot target monsters for attacks except this one. Your opponent cannot target monsters except this one with the effects of monsters whose original level rank is lower than this card's level. Each time an FA spell trap card effect activated, you can increase this level by 1. If you FA monster battles while you control this level 7 monster, this level 11% higher card, your opponent's monsters can activate their effects on the damage step. There's a lot of stuff on this card, but none of it seemed super useful. It has like an ancient gear thing. If you're, it all relies on your stuff being higher for starters. I guess it is alright. Let's just remove this first. It depends if this thing's like actually like easily summoned, I guess. Because I'm just at level 6 in hand, trying to summon this on board sounds AIDS. There's a lot of effects on it though. Tons of effects. I don't think I like it too much though. Normally these like effects where you have like a monster that tries to tank for all your other monsters, or like take all the aggro, don't really get used. We've had quite a few of them in Duel Links before, and none have ever seen play, so I don't think this one's going to start it, especially considering this is like a level 6. I don't think it'll get play. It doesn't seem like it will. But its effects don't seem all that great, it just kind of like protects you from targeting effects once, or like why they had to target this thing first or something, I don't know. Seems kind of weak. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be used. It's just too high of a level 2. Unless there's like some level adjusting for hand in this or something. Alright. FA Whip Crosser. What is going on? These card arts are sick. Alright, gains attack equal to its level times 300. Okay. Your opponent must pay 300 life points to activate the effect of a monster whose original rank is lower than this card's level. Wow, 300 burn damage? Is that halved yet? It's going to be 150? Okay. Each time an FA spell is activated, you can increase its card's level by 1. Its card's level 7 or higher. Your opponent cannot discard or send cards from the hand to the graveyard to activate a card effect. Ooh! Wait a minute. Is that an anti-karma cut card right there? The anti-karma cut. Oh, the pay life points effect won't get halved? Oh, because it's pay, not damage. Yeah, it's paying. The anti-karma cut there. Now, the question is that good enough to make the card playable? Probably not. I don't think so. Especially considering I assume you want to use this monster to go into something. Because sitting on like a 0 attack monster and trying to lethal your opponent's blue eyes is not going to help you too much. It's going to have more than 0 attacks, it's 300 times, but... I like the card though. It turns out like how easy it is to summon too. You just like pull this out of your deck. Like, there's no other like decent level 4 or something that you can run. So just use this instead. Or maybe this is like one of the only level 4s in the box for FA, so you have to use it or something. Some weird like anti-discard stuff. Really, really weird. I don't think it's affect too much though. Like I'm not super excited for it. I don't see it and be like, how awesome is that or anything. Because for one, like your opponent can just use the Karma Cut on this monster before it gets to the level you need it to be to stop it using it. So it's not immensely great or anything. I can definitely, and it's also obviously only good against like Blue Eyes or anyone else that uses like Karma Cut, and even then it's like Karma Cut isn't that great going second anyway. So Karma Cut going first. Yeah, not sure what to say about this guy. I don't think it's all that strong. I think it'll be overrated. I think its effect sounds okay though, not horrible, I guess. Just because of the current meta we're in. But even if like this became like a top tier meta deck, people would just start using like Floodgate Trap Holes instead, and then it'd be a dead card. So, alright, FA Sonic Meister. Gains attack equal to its level times 300. Cannot be destroyed by battle with an opponent's monster whose original level is lower than this card's level. Okay. Each time this card's attack speed increases by 1. If this card is level 7 or higher, it can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. Alright, that's really weak. Really weak. Terrible effects on this one. This one's at least kind of playable. This one has literally nothing going for it. This is a no-go. Hell no. It'd be a lot better if it wasn't 2 attacks on monsters, like it was on the player as well. So if you included the player, at least you could like summon this later on to try and OTK your opponent. But you only be summoning this to just do a bit of damage. So like, unless you have like some weird combo that ends with like your normal Xyz monster or whatever you use for this deck, and then you summon this card as well just to try and lethal your opponent. Like maybe you use it as a one-off for an extra bit of lethal damage, you're not going to use it. Yeah, you're not going to use it. Also, its card art is significantly worse than the previous, so... Alright, Cuban. Once per turn, you can roll a 6-sided die, and while this monster is face up on the field, neither player can normal or special summon monsters of the same level as the result. Wait, okay, so have we got any dice skills in the game that are going to make the skill guaranteed, the dice roll guaranteed? Have we got any? Even in the Tristan stuff, oh, not Tristan, the Duke stuff, I didn't see any that were guaranteed. Do we have any? They'll actually make this guaranteed. Zorka Pierce, does that make it so that it's actually... There is none? Because otherwise this card just won't get used, but if this card was like guaranteed somehow via a skill, that'd be really busted. Yeah, it'd actually be a usable card then. And then Emperor's Taurus, alright, this card won't get used otherwise. If you could select the result, there'd be a chance this gets used as like a really cancer control deck. Like even just like stopping level 4s being summoned is really nuts against a lot of decks. And if you know you're against Blue Eyes, you can just stop there, particularly like level 8s. There's a skill that guarantees a 6. Isn't that only for your monster though? Oh no, if this turn your dice roll will be 6. Ooh. So this guy technically can be used. You could use this to stop a level 6s if they became spammed. Okay, well, we're not going to use it though for level 6s. So moving on. Astral Ghouls. When this card is normal summoned, you can target one level 4 or lower monster in your graveyard, special summon in defense position, but its effects are negated. Also banish it during the end phase. Once per turn, you can roll a 6-sided die, and the face art monsters you currently control become the level equal to that result at the end of the turn. So you could use this with a new skill to make them level 6s. Is this level 5? Ugh. No, I mean, to be fair, you can tribute summon it, then summon back the monster you tributed, right? Still don't like it though. It seems kind of... ugh. Seems kind of... I like the card art though. Get level 1, make gold rat. Holy shit, the plays. Yeah, otherwise I don't like it too much. Alright, moving on, we're gonna say nah. Alright, So that one is a reprint. So I'm memeing about it. That one is a reprint. That one is a reprint. Reprint. And these are new. Did I miss any of the new traps, did I? No, okay. FA Overheat. Alright. If only your opponent controls a monster, special summon one FA monster in your hand, and if you do, increase its level by 3 until the end of this turn. If this card's in the graveyard and you control no monsters in your zone, you can banish this card from your graveyard, activate one FA field spell directly from your hand or graveyard. Ugh. If that was from deck, it might be usable. No way. I guess there must be a bunch of field spells for this deck though, right? It can't just be the one. Surely not. There's a wait till we see the rest of them, but... No, I don't like it. I don't like this. This is a reason you want to summon your field spell during your opponent's turn. I don't like this. Only usable if your opponent controls a monster. And you don't. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Very slow. Too slow, too slow. Yeah, I'll give it a nah. We're moving on from that one. Alright, another Harpie card. Harpie Lady Elegance. How excited I am that Harpies are coming back, actually. Harpies are like the OG deck, mate. Like if you play Duel Links long enough, they are the OG deck. Like, Harpie support is awesome. Plus the Harpie skill that we've got for Harpies actually isn't bad. Like, no joke, the Harpie skill isn't bad. It's a good skill. It's just Harpies aren't that great. If you just like summon a Harpie, pops a back row, that's actually really good. The guaranteed field spell. Hell yeah. So, yeah. Just thought I'd get that out that Harpies are fucking sick. Julie's made his website's down. Well, thankfully, I already have it loaded. Lamau. Shuffle one Harpie Lady Sisters from your monster zone into the deck. Then you can special summon 3 Harpie monsters with different origin names, one from hand, deck, and graveyard. For this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters except when monsters. This card controls destroyed by a Harpie's card effect. Does a Harpie's card effect include your field spell? When your opponent's card effect, add 1 high monster from your deck to your hand. Does that include your field spell? Yes. Ooh, a Searcher. And basically guaranteed Searcher. That's like you just set this card, you destroy it. Ooh, okay. That makes it a lot more playable, because we know we got the field spell on the board guaranteed. That's cool as shit. Right. Is there any Harpie cards worth searching for? We'll have to wait and see, but that's already looking pretty good. As for his first effect though, he special summons 3 Harpies, 1 each from hand, deck, and graveyard. Can this be activated if you don't have the 3 Harpies though? Like you only have 1 in hand, none in graveyard? Could this like still be used? Or you actually have to have 3 with different names, 1 in hand, 1 in graveyard, 1 in deck as well. That could be kind of bad if if you have to like have that perfect setup. Oh, it's the Hasty one? Right. Don't know. I mean, the fact that it has like an actual effect, even though we have a searcher, might be alright. It might just get used for its search effect, honestly. We have to wait and see. Depends on if we need like a searcher for Harpie stuff. It'd be cool to see if it actually does get used though. That'd be like really weird. People start just turn 1-ing fucking Cosmic Cyclone to remove the field spell so you can't search, and that's like kind of gross. Alright. Not bad though. Have to wait and see on this one. I like how it has a search effect. The first effect though is probably not going to be all that great. The fact that it's mandatory makes it even worse. But even then, like its first effect is still like a usable effect, even if you're just using it for the search. So it's like just a bonus effect on top. So it might be alright. Not bad, not bad. Blind Destruction. Once per turn, during your standby phase, roll a 6-sided die. If the result is 1 or 5, destroy monsters on the field with the same level as the number rolled. If it's 6, destroy on level 6 and higher monsters on the field. Wow. I mean, you can use this with a new skill for Duke Devlin to guarantee you to nuke your opponent's board. But it's only during your standby phase. So only your standby phase does the nuke go off. That makes it really... You can't even use it during your opponent's turn or anything. That makes it a lot weaker. It's like weaker than a battle trap. Having to wait till your turn to use it. Oh, you just only activates on the turn you summon or goes? Can be used once per turn on the turn you summon. Oh, okay, so it literally has to be on the same turn too, so you can't use it with that skill. Yeah, we're not using this card then. Moving on. We're not using it. Armor Ninjutsu Art of Rust Mist. Oh, Mist, alright. When a monster is special summoned to your opponent's field, if you control a ninja monster, half the attack. That's it! Come on, there better be some other ninja support in this box, or I'm going to be very disappointed. Because that is garbage. That is garbage. You don't need that shit. Your back row's already super clogged in Ninja, like super clogged. There's no way there's room for this. I'd be surprised if there was. Why do you guys all spam just Blue Eyes? You know there's other decks in the game but Blue Eyes. You guys must all have just like bad PSTD from just fucking Blue Eyes only on ladder. Chad is just always Blue Eyes. But yeah, no, I don't think I'm gonna use this. There's no way. I think ninjas are too clogged in back row in the first place to use stuff like this. Plus, again, would you use this over just having generic removal or negates or whatever? You probably just won't. I guess to be fair, this can be used with like the draw spells that come with ninjas and shit that need continuous stuff, and it can probably be searched for as well. So maybe because it's searched for, you can use it as a one-off, because you can just search for it if you want it. But yeah, I doubt it. It doesn't really disrupt your opponent enough. But if it's searchable, you know, it might be usable. That's about it, though. Alright, moving on. We have FA Pit Stop. Alright. Target one FA monster you control reduces level by 2, and if you do, draw cards equal to the number of FA Pit Stops in your graveyard +1. Does that include it? So it's only going to draw 1, right, when you first play it? During your main phase of the turn, this card was sent to the graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard to target one FA monster in your graveyard to summon it. Is this just a draw 1? You can special summon FAs from graveyard, but later on. Huh. Draw 1 that scales, so the next time you draw it, it's a draw 2, and a draw 3. I mean, it starts off as like an Into the Void, which isn't bad. Just reduces your deck by 1. Oh wait, you need to reduce 2 cards? Wait, no you don't. It's just a draw 1, right? It's a draw 2 because you need to reduce 2, what? It's a draw 1, what? Can you activate in the grave on your opponent's turn? No. Right? That's a trap card thing. Right? That can't be used during your opponent's turn. I'll start going to you. I mean, it's better than Upstart because you actually use it on turn 1. It's kind of like an Into the Void, kind of. You actually have to have an FA on the board to use it, though. So it's not super good. I don't know. I don't think it's like fantastic, but yeah, it just kind of like depends on like if the deck can afford to run stuff like this. So it's not a terrible effect. It does scale very well. Obviously, you just draw into another one, you can draw 2, that kind of crap. Not on the same turn though. And you can get a special summon from grave as well for later on. I know, because this card can just make it so your deck is like 19 cards instead of 20, which is pretty decent. To be fair, it does reduce by 2, and the FAs don't like being reduced by 2. Might make it hard to exceed as well. There's a quick place you can summon then chain. Oh yeah, so you can just chain to it. You can't remove the FA and you don't get the draw. Also means you can use this during your opponent's turn if you're worried it's going to reduce your levels by too much or something. I don't know. Might be alright. I'm not super sure on this one. It's not like something I'm super excited, and it's not something I like guarantee in every deck or anything. It's just like it might be run if you can afford to try and make your deck like 18, 17 cards. So you can use this, because that's effectively what it does. I don't know. Doesn't seem all that great though. It just seems like it probably, or it might be run, maybe, probably not. I'm more leaning towards it not being run, I think. It's just like a little bit better Upstart Goblin. Upstart Goblin is never run anywhere, so it's a lot better than Upstart. It has a special summon effect too, so I don't know. I don't think it'll be used. It has a chance it will be. Anyway, moving on. FA Off-Road Grand Prix. Sorry. Increase the levels of all FA monsters in the field by 2 during the main phase only. Okay. You can only use each following effects once per turn. When an FA monster you control is destroyed battle, you can discard 1 random card from your opponent's hand. Not bad, especially if you can destroy your own. Oh, that's in my battle. No, it's not terrible first effect. Okay, if this face-up card in the field is destroyed by a card effect, you can add 1 FA card from your deck to your hand. Do they all just have this? I assume it's all the field spells must have this. Huh, that's a lot of searches then. There's a shit ton of searches. Okay. That's a lot of searches. Well, the discard effect isn't all that great, obviously. Especially considering it already has to go to the battle phase to use it. So, like, your opponent's already, like, unloaded his hand. It won't do anything at all. The fact that it could be used for a search might be useful, though. There's better field spells. He's not going to use this one and use the other one, so. Okay, not much else to say about this one. Moving on. Hysteric Sign. Continuous spell. When this card is activated, add 1 Elegant Egotist from your deck or graveyard to hand. Why do you want Elegant Egotist? That just summons the... Okay. Alright. During the end phase, this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there from the hand or field this turn. Add up to 3 Harpie cards different names from each other from your deck to your hand. What? During the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there from the hand or field this turn, add up to 3 Harpie cards with different names from each other from your deck to your hand. Huh. And you can send this by destroying it with your own Harpie. So you can use this, search for the Elegant Egotist, destroy it, plus 3. Is that what I'm reading here? A plus 3? Huh. It is an end phase thing though, so you have to like survive a turn. But that's plus 3 still. That's actually really nuts. Even if you just use it as a deck with one of those like cancer discard, like kind of like how Goki works, where they just run a bunch of discard traps because they've got so many resources in hand, it'd be the same kind of shit. You just have a ridiculous amount of resources to use. Oh, 1 effect once per turn. So you can't use the second effect. And the first effect is forced. But you could set this card, right? You could just set this card and pop it. So if you just set the card and pop it, you still get the second effect, right? So you don't even care about the first one. Because you might even run Elegant Egotist. Because Elegant Egotist is, you don't give a shit. It's just special summons that other dude. Yeah? Yeah, okay. Oh, you can discard the card too. You can even use it with like a Karma card and send it from hand, right? So you get the draw during your opponent's turn. And then you can actually use the stuff. Oh, damn, son. Use it during your opponent's turn for a discard. Can you use it with another discard card coming up? Okay, okay. Wait, that's actually ridiculous though. I have to look up at the end of this all the other Harpie cards that are in the game. I don't know if they've added any Harpie cards coming up. I know there's the Synchro coming, but I don't know the other cards. But like, what Harpie cards could we search for with this? What cards could we get? That sounds... That's actually some exciting shit. The fact that it's also slow is kind of cool too, because it means that Harpies may not be like OTKing you. They might be trying to be a bit slower. That'd be nice. I don't want to get just OTK'd every game, so slow decks are nice. Oh no, wait and see. Alright, moving on. This card looks really fun to play. Really excited to test it. Boss Rush. Continuous spell. You cannot normal summon or set. Right. That's not a good start. Can we give this to our opponent somehow? During the end phase of the turn that a best monster or a big core is destroyed and enters the graveyard, you can special summon a best monster or big core from your deck. Well, I haven't actually... I don't really remember the best cards that well. They like... You put tokens on them, then they destroy shit, right? God, this box is literally just adding like all this old like archetypes. Just here you go, have some new shit. Why not? Use it with the Taya skill. Yeah. Wait, I don't think I'm gonna use this. At least this isn't enough to make the BES monsters any good. Not gonna lie, that they are pretty garbage. So this isn't actually gonna help it too much. But yeah, we're not using this unless there's some omega, insane poggers VS support coming up in the later cards. We're not using this. Dice Lobs. Once per turn, you can roll a 6-sided die, then apply the result. 1. Look at your opponent's hand, also discard 1 card from their hand. That's a good effect. 2, 3, 4, or 5, discard a card. Not so good of an effect. 6, discard your entire hand. Huh. I mean, some decks you might want to discard cards, so... But in that case, you might as well be using fucking... what's his face? The dice guy that can pop stuff when he uses its effect, and you can use as many times as you like. Infinity buff? Hell yeah. There's the Infinity cards I've been looking for. Yeah, I don't think we're using this Infinity, guys. I'm sorry to break your immersion, but we're not using this. This is a no. Unless there's a guaranteed dice roll skill for 1, this is a no. Which I'm pretty sure when I looked at this stuff there wasn't, so... Yeah, nah. The first event's pretty pog though. Like, if you can somehow manage to get guaranteed 1 every time, that's pretty good. Moving on. Brain Golem. God damn, those are some creepy ass card arts. What is that? Effects of face-up light monsters Right. Effects on face-up light monsters are negated. Thankfully, Blue Eyes doesn't have an effect. If this card destroys a light monster battle, it can attack once again in a row. Was this like hate for like light monsters? Alright, or is there some weird way you summon this card in like a Fiend deck? You'll probably use it. Otherwise, you just use the what's it called? Not Pandemic card. What's it called? Quarantine. Just Quarantine instead. Yeah, you just use Quarantine instead. Yeah, Allied Justice. You just use that instead. But if there's some weird Fiend deck that summons this as part of an effect, sure. But other than that, you won't use it. You just use, yeah, Allied Justice instead. Plus, obviously, unless, like, because the reason, like, the Allied Justice got so used is actually comboed with Desperado's stuff. This card doesn't really combo with anything, so it won't just get used as, like, a generic, like a Jinzo or something. You won't use this as, like, a Jinzo. It can't just fit into any deck. Alright. Oh, a BS covered core. When this card's normal summoned, put 2 counters on it. This card cannot be destroyed by battle. If this card attacks or is attacked at the end of the damage step, toss a coin and call it. If you call it wrong, remove 1 counter. If this card battles without a counter, destroy it at the end of the damage step. Yeah, nah, moving on. Alright, number 7, Lucky Straight. 3 level 7 monsters. It's pretty hefty. You attack with 2 from this card, roll a 6-sided die twice, and this card's attack becomes the largest number times 700 until your opponent's next turn. Okay, I'll just about end phase, right? Then if the total roll was exactly 7, apply one of these effects. It was exactly 7, okay. Send all cards on the field to the graveyard. That includes itself. Brilliant. Special summon 1 monster from your hand or from either graveyard, right? Or draw 3 cards, discard 2. Yeah, that is some Prix Praise RNGesus right there. Exactly 7 roll? Oh, send to wildcards doesn't include itself? Okay, yeah, Julian's players can't read. You right. You're right. Exactly 7 though, huh? The effects are good? Yeah, but they're only on a 7 roll. That is not gonna happen very often. That is a mega, unlikely chance to happen. Some anime bullshit needed for that one. Finally, Dark Magician support. Even Dark Magician don't even summon 3 level 7s that often. They just summon 2. That's a sad right there. If you roll a 6, 4,200. True. Just use it in the decks for a massive potential beatdown, you know? Maybe. People can use it for that, maybe. It's not going to use very often though, I imagine. Moving on. Alright. Is our first synchro monster in the box. FA Motorhome Transport. 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner monsters. Right. Gain attack equal to its level times 200. So what is that actually? 2,700? Is that what we're looking at here? I think. Oh, mate, it's been a long time since I went to school, alright? So that's that maths alright? So when you bring out the calculator? Yeah, it's 2,700, nice. Each time an FA spell, trap card, or effect is activated, you can increase the level of this card by 1. Okay, so it gets really big. This card gains the following effects based on its current level. Level 11 or higher. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. That's only two level increases. That's not even that hard. So you synchro summon this, activate 2 little effects. Okay. Once per turn, you can target 1 FA monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Honestly, not even that bad. It's actually a decent boss monster. Just to if the deck doesn't even use this, it may not use this. It's a decent boss monster anyway. If you you can use it. When I say, okay, let's start over. What I mean by that is, the deck's main playstyle may not be anything to do with this, but you may have the option of going into this if you want it. Is what I mean. You just have this in your extra deck. I think that's a really cool thing. You have the option to summon this boss monster if your opponent maybe your opponent has no banish effects in their deck, or you think they may not run anything like that. So you just summon this, increase its level, and then you're good to go. There's a decent stat line when it's increased as well. Could be fun, I'd like to give this card a try. Even if it's your massive backup plan for the deck or something, you don't actually use it all that often. It'd be cool to give it a shot. Anyway, moving on. We've got this card. Tribute 1 win monster, then target 1 card your opponent controls, place that card on the bottom of the deck. So you tribute Harpies. Is there any other good monsters that are worth tributing? A Heretic Wind? They're not, they're light. This is a better Ballista Squad, right? Oh, MECHAPHANTOM base tokens, true. So there's MECHAPHANTOM base in this box. Not mega exciting, because this card would just be the Ballista Squad for MECHAPHANTOM base then, right? You could already run Ballista Squad anyway, it's just a better Ballista Squad. Because it obviously places at the bottom instead of sending to the grave, so they don't get the graveyard effects. Or if they're immune to destruction, they still get removed. Yeah, so any deck doesn't actually play Ballista Squad won't play this. But yeah, MECHAPHANTOM base might use it. Just depends on if they actually care about this stuff, they might. We'll see. Definitely looking like a MECHAPHANTOM base card though. This card was killed back when Super Joni came around with the Red Eyes, Insight, and Spirit back in 27 as a Roman event. What, Joey was using this? Or is the card reprint that I'm missing? The hell? Oh, okay. You gonna love the next card? Alright, let's move on to the next card. Lightning Vortex. Discard 1 card. Destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls. Right. That's pretty good. To be fair though, before we get too excited about this, we already have a card that discards destroys all special summons, which is basically destroying everything anyway, because who leaves normal summons on the board? And does that just destroy your own stuff as well? The other one? I don't even know what card I'm thinking of. Get off my screen. And DLM's still down, so I can't search it. What's the discard destroy all special summons? Is that just destroy your own stuff as well? It does destroy your own stuff? So this card's only your opponent's, so it's a lot better then. Okay. So this means this card's actually usable going, if you go first. Damn. Huh. Another card for Blue Eyes though. Another card for Blue Eyes right here. Isn't everyone just gonna run this card though? This card is really good. This card is really good. Blue Eyes stonks. Behold the back row meta, as you need it, as all your monsters no longer exist. Lance, yeah, Forbidden Lance stonks went up massively too. Forbidden Lance went through the roof just then. Yeah, Book of Moon, that also went through the roof. Both those cards just got infinitely better. I don't think it'll really be played. It only takes specific decks to be played, but I'm pretty sure Blue Eyes will run this. I don't see why they wouldn't. It's not like... I don't think it's too insane though. I don't think every deck will use this, right? So if we compare it to the special summon one, the special summon one you always use at the start of your turn anyway, and it was only good going second, so it didn't get run that often. It was like a side deck card. This card, although it doesn't destroy your monsters, so it's better, you're still not going to be really using it on turn 1. So it might as well be able to destroy your own monsters, because you're going to use it going second, and you just use it first. So it's basically the same card, almost. Unless your monsters survive going first. Which in that case your opponent probably didn't summon much anyway. So it's almost very comparable to that card. And that card doesn't get play. Animats will use? I mean, Animats are already using the special summon one in some tournaments. They're also using just the target one destroy as well, the quick play. So at least if you use the quick play, you can use it during your opponent's turn. I don't know, I think this might just be like a... I don't even know, like... It's not disruptive either, so it could just like make it so that you're going first, you just lose the game if you draw it. I don't know about this one. Seems very good for side decking for DLM tournaments, but I don't actually... Even like side decking DLM, you can't choose who goes first or second in DLM tournaments, right? In side deck, if you knew when you're going second, you don't know if you're going second in DLM tournaments anyway, because the game doesn't let you choose. I don't know, I think I'm very curious to see how much this gets played. I reckon it will get played a bunch when the box releases, mostly to test it out, but I actually don't think it's as exciting as people think it is. I don't think it's that exciting. I'm pretty sure it's like super comparable to that other card. It's basically the exact same thing going second, which is like the only time you can use it, because going first you're not going to use it anyway until the next turn, which by that point you've probably lost your monsters anyway. Is the hyper casual card you see people use like the use power of the Guardians? Probably, I imagine. There'll be some decks that could probably utilize it if they want to just spam OTK decks, like decks that are like super reliant on going second anyway. They just use this card because why not? But even then, they might as well just use the special summon one. We've done the exact same thing. Yeah, I don't know. But we spent so much time on this card. I'm gonna give it like a maybe. Not super excited about it. Not as excited as everyone else seems to be, I think. Yeah. Alright, moving on. Fog King. You can contribute one monster or no monsters to normal summon, but not set this card. Okay. What? The attack of this card becomes the combined original attack of the attributed monsters. Neither player contribute cards. Who does that affect? Rika? Oh wow, you're countering the Rikas? You got them. You really showed the Rikas. Oh, the Heretics? Oh. Ritual decks? True. Oh no. My Burning Abyss deck. Oh no. A MECHAPHANTOM Beast counter. There you go. Well, at this very moment, is this card going to get used? Probably not. Now, in saying that, yeah, we've got Zombie World does the exact same thing. But in saying that, in the future, if the tribute deck comes around, will you run 3 of this? Who knows, maybe. Probably not. And Master of Streak, Zombie Worlds, a lot of stuff that can already do this in the game, so... Sadly, we're not in a Monarch meta, so there's no real reason to stop people tributing that often. So, not super keen on it. Other than that, it's just a level 7 that you can just summon. So not super excited about it. I think we can move on from it. FA Auto Navigator. So this is a tuner monster, level 1. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can target one FA monster you control whose current level is higher than its original level. Very easy to do. Special summon this card. Okay. So very easy to summon, and it can be used when it's in the graveyard, which is cool as shit. And if you do, reduce that target's level by the difference between its current and original levels. So it just puts it back to normal. And if you do that, this card's level becomes equal to the amount reduced. Okay, so this one steals it. If this card's normal spell summoned, you can add one FA field spell from your deck to your hand. Oh, it has a search on it too. You can use each of it once per turn, so you can't send this to the grave as a synchro summon, then bring it back again until the next turn. But on the next turn you can do that. And it gives you a search as well. Damn. That's a really powerful tuner. That's a powerful tuner. Definitely usable. That is some good stuff. If we're able to destroy our field spells with Storm and stuff, Storm and the other quick play stuff, you can search for it too. And they can add back field spells, so that's pretty sick anyway. Hell yeah. Alright, well, deck has a really good tune. That's a very good start for the deck. Not much else to say about it though. It's like it's just a really good deck, a really good card. Searches for the field spells. Can summon from hand, can summon from grave. So it's reusable, so you only really have to get a hold of the tuner once, and then you can keep doing synchros until the end of the duel. Very good, very good. You're gonna start using Neo's Fusion to send this to the grave? Is that the play? Anyway, moving on, this card seems really good. FA Hang On Mach. Gain attack equal to its level times 300. Unaffected by activate effects from an opponent's monster whose original level / rank is lower than this card's level. Unaffected by effects on an opponent's monster whose original level rank is lower than this card's level. Okay, so you buffed this off enough, that's pretty sick. The attack will still be super low though. Each time an FA spell trap card effect is activated, you increase this card's level by 1. If this card's level 7 or higher, any card sent to your opponent's... Oh, if this card is level 7 or higher, any card sent to your opponent's graveyard is banished instead. That's not a bad effect. That's like better than the discard one, right? Because it's actually usable against more decks than just Blue Eyes. It's a good effect. It's a good effect. But to be fair, you can't synchro summon when you're doing that. As far as level 4s go, this might be a really good one. Might be the better of the ones to use anyway. Interesting. Book of Moon GG smile. Well, I think if we look at it as like, this is probably going to be used for synchro fodder anyway, I imagine. Although I don't see any other TG stuff in here. Hello? Wait, there's no other TG stuff coming up. Wait a minute. Wait, is this all we get? Just this guy? Oh, sorry, FA, not TG. FA, hello? There's no other FA stuff coming up? What the? I don't know about that one. I don't know, I'm very curious about this deck. It seems like it'll be alright. At the same time, I don't know. It's very like, it specifically targets like one or two meta decks currently. Gets owned by all the others with that effect. But you can just use it for synchro fodder anyway, so it might just be there because you can use it. It's generally going to be used for fodder though. But if it's the only synchro you go into, that's kind of like, I thought there'd be more stuff than that. FA with Ties of the Brethren. Now that's a strat right there. Bring this guy out, bring out the other two. Hell yeah. Not sure. I'm not super excited on these FA cards right now. I think I have to wait and see them in action to determine if they're actually good or not. Without like an actual boss monster, it's like a generic like synchro engine or something. That seems kind of weird. We have plenty of like generic synchros already, engines in the game, so I'm not sure if this one is necessarily any better. Even the field spells don't even seem all that strong, other than the fact they can be used for searches, so you can generate like a lot of resources. So I'm not sure about that one. I think we have to wait and see on this deck. I can't really rate it that much. Let's move on. Harpie Perfumer. This card's name becomes Harpie Lady while on the field or in the graveyard. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add one spell or trap card from your deck to your hand that specifically lists Harpie Lady Sisters in its text. Okay, so not sure that is except Elegant Egotist. And the field spell, which you already have out. If you can show a level 5 or higher Harpie monster when you activate this effect, you can also add a second such card. Oh my, how many resources does this deck want? This deck generates so much resources. It's like this thing as well. This thing isn't even, at least this thing isn't searchable from this thing though. The trap? Oh, the new trap as well. This doesn't reference Harpie Lady Sisters. Or is there not? There's probably another Harpie trapping game you're talking about. That's a lot of resources this deck's generating now though, holy shit. Oh, does it? Can I just not read? Oh my god, it actually does. It's literally in the first line. That's all. Let's not talk about that one. Alright, so this can search the trap, which can then search. So there you go. The first line you've been making. Yeah. Yeah, you got me, alright, you got me. Alright, well. I wouldn't normally look up what other cards contain Harpie Lady Sisters or whatever, but I can't see anything here, so... Because this stupid website's broken. Save the 2 cards later on. Alright. Well, it's a good search, and we've got a search, and it can potentially search 2 other cards, so that's pretty good. Searches are always good. Should be very playable, I imagine, even if it's just used to grab more resources for more fodder for discarding crap. Alright. Harpie Harpist. This card's name becomes Harpie Lady once on the field or in the graveyard. You can only use each effect of Harpie Harpist once per turn. When this card is normal summon, you can target one winged beast type monster you control on this card and one face type monster your opponent controls. Return them to hand. Ooh. That's really good. During the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can add one level 4 winged beast monster to your hand. Oh, wait, when it's sent, it's not even destroy a battle or anything, it's when it's sent. So you use this like an Exceed or something, or a Synchro? Oh. Mate, that is really good. We have removal in Harpies now, just in their base monsters. That's really good. I like it, I like it. Harpie seems super good from this box. The amount of support they're getting is nuts. I wonder if they're actually going to be a Synchro or an Exceed though, because we see the Synchro coming up. I have to read it later on to see if it's any good, but... Even if it's like a rank 4 little toolbox. Damn. Did you just place discard this with Channeler? Oh, well, then it's coming up, or I'll re-channel then. Harpie Channeler. You can discard one Harpie card, special summon one Harpie monster from your deck in face-up defense position. So you can discard this one, it'll give you a search. Okay, and you special summon one from deck. That's really good already. Is this on special summon too? You can just use this for removal as well, okay. You can use face cards on turn. While this card, while you control a dragon type monster, this card's level becomes 7. Is that relevant? A dragon monster? Is the dragon part relevant? Harpie pet dragon? Oh. This card can summon Harpie's pet drag, is that what you're saying? I see, I see. Is Harpie's pet dragon level 7? Ah, so it can be a rank 7 Exceed. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Right. So you can Exceed with this deck. With level 7s or level 4s. We don't really have any good level 7s though, right? So, until I see the rest of the cards, might be level 7 coming up. God damn, this... Dude, Harpie just got like... Look how many cards they got that are good. They got like 3 cards here are great. This card seems really fucking... It's +3, hell yeah. Harpie just got so much support. What the fuck? The main issue is though, I'm pretty sure Harpie's the only deck that got support. These FA stuff, I don't even know if I even want to try them. This Harpie stuff though, hell yeah. This actually stuff seems so good. God damn, I just want to get my hands on these Harpies cards, man. I want to try them so much. Oh, you might look up Harpie Oracle, because we're getting that in a tag duel mid-April. Let me just copy and paste that from chat. Pretty sure fucking DLM's still down, so I can't search it on this dumb website, because that would make sense. I'm getting this mid-April, right? You guys probably can't read that. This card's name becomes Harpie later on the field in the graveyard. You can use effects once per turn. If you control a level 5 or higher Harpie monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. A level 5 or higher, but it's only level 4 then, right? If this card is normal special summon, you can add one spell or trap card. I can use it both in per turn, okay. You can add one spell or trap card from your graveyard to your hand. Let's do this Harpie lays sisters on it. Oh, during the end phase. I mean, it doesn't seem all that great. Compared to the other stuff, it doesn't seem that good. Outside of it just being like like an extender, so you can go into like a rank 4 easily or something. I'm definitely not going to wait around for it to make a Harpie video anyway. But it seems alright, not terrible. As long as we've got the box though, these cards are fucking nuts. Alright, well, I'm going to move on from these Harpie stuff, because I'm getting a little bit too wet over here, so moving on. Crimson Shadow Armored Ninja. 2 level 5 monsters. Once per turn during another player's turn, you can attach 1 exceeding material from this card. This turn, face-up ninja monster you control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Wow, the counter to Lightning Vortex. 2400 attack. To be immune from battle or card effects. Huh. I mean, it's great at stalling itself. Still banishable, but it's great at stalling itself, so like, you can't really do much else for the turn. But as far as ninjas go, we don't actually use them for rank 5s currently. Because you just use them with the trap cards to use your opponent's monsters, or just summon other ninjas as bigger monsters from deck. So it's an interesting card. It's a generic rank 5? That's true. So it might just be used as generic. A generic rank 5 to stall out the game if you think you're going to get boned the turn after. So you just say, nah, I don't want to die. This effect isn't that great though, it just seems like a good little wall, yeah. It's like going first player. If you have literally nothing else, you can just summon this and say, don't kill me please, so you can play the turn after. Which isn't all that great. Yeah, not super fantastic. I'm not too excited about this card. It seems like a little stall card for like a generic card you can stuff into any deck if you don't want to die. Nothing too excited about. I don't think you see this card and go, holy shit, we're gonna win games with it. That doesn't seem like. Yeah. Kiteroid on board. Yeah, we've already established that it protects itself. That's what we're saying. It's literally just a stall card. You summon it, it protects itself. But it's only 2400 attack, so it's not going to win the game on its own. It's not exactly a win game exceed. So, I think we're not super excited about it. Alright. Daigusto Emeral. Emeral. That just says Emeral. I'm just dumb. Alright. Once per turn, you can attach 1 material from this card that activate one of these effects. Target 3 monsters in your graveyard, shuffle all 3 into the deck, then draw 1 card. Not terrible. Is this generic? It is. That's not bad. Target 1 non-effect monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. More blue, I support. That's actually not that bad. Even if it's a generic, you can just summon this as a draw 1 later on in the game. That's really actually not that bad. Send 3 cards in graveyard bank to deck to draw 1 card if you're in like a situation where you can't really summon anything else, you just need a draw. That's actually not that bad. It was banned in TCG? Oh. Good for Animats in a long game. This is a lot of decks, so it just might be alright just to stick it in as part of the toolbox. It's just an option. Because you don't really have, like, we have a few synchros that just draw 1 card, and a lot of them got play just because they drew 1 card. This one might be the same thing. You might just use this because it draws 1. Because you only actually have to have 2, right? I guess you actually have to have a non-effect or a 3 in the grave to use it. Enjoying this long game doesn't exist? That's not true. There's plenty of games that go past turn 1. Yeah, I think it's alright. It just depends on like how the... If you look like a normal rank 4 toolbox now, is it even that stacked? A lot of decks run Utopia and the bigger Utopia guy, which generally aren't usable most duels. And I'm pretty sure people would prefer just to have this card over that, maybe. It just become a choice. It's just a draw card. If you want to have an extra draw in the deck in case, like... Because you use this when like, you're about to lose, right? And you have no other options. So you just draw a card to try to find something that fixes the current situation you're in. I don't think that's that bad. Rescue Rabbit? Hell yeah, Rescue Rabbit support. I like it. I'm not sure if we actually see a lot of play, but it's not terrible. A draw's a draw. Alright. MECHAPHANTOM Beast Dracossack. Wow. Is this thing literally got a dragon for a head? Is this fucking Kaiba's plane? Righto. Once per turn, you can attach 2 from this card. So you summon 2 MECHAPHANTOM Beast tokens. While you control a token, this card can destroy a battle or card effect. Nuts. 2 7s, okay. Once per turn, you contribute 1 MECHAPHANTOM Beast monster, then target 1 card on the field, destroy that target. This card cannot attack during the turn you activate this effect. Huh. This card's really good. Dark Magician support? I mean, it actually is. No meme. It actually is. Because it's not like you have to have the MECHAPHANTOM Beast in the deck at all. It spawns its own tokens. You could use this in the Harpie deck even, right? This could be level 7 you summon with Harpies. Huh. You literally can make it in Harpie. That's actually really, if only you had link summoning. Let's not talk about tokens and link summoning. That is broken. My god. But it's actually a really good level 7 generic. Huh. Alright. Alright, question chat. Do MECHAPHANTOM Beast summon this easily though? The actual MECHAPHANTOM Beast deck. Do they summon level 7s easily? Because I have no idea. I haven't played MECHAPHANTOM Beast because I thought the deck was cancer and didn't enjoy it when it first came around. Do they even summon level 7s themselves easily? It's like, can we even use this in a MECHAPHANTOM Beast deck? Is that like a actual thing? Or am I just going to be playing Dark Magician and using this as an excuse to make a Dark Magician video so I get 1 billion views? Like, that sounds like the play, honestly. That honestly sounds like, I make a Harpie deck, then the next video I make Dark Magician. That sounds like the play. Hell yeah, that's what I like to hear, chat. That's what I like to hear. Is there actually like no way to use this really in MECHAPHANTOM Beast? That's really sad if that's true. Tokens can't be used for exceeding. This is trash too. It's really sad if this card has to be used in MECHAPHANTOM Beast though. Alright, moving on. This card seems actually really good. I can't believe it's like... Oh, this box is so weird because currently it's just like Harpie and nothing else. Literally nothing else. Just Harpie. Even the other archetypes are used for Harpie. Like, what am I looking at here? Alright, next card. Blade Armor Ninja. 2 L4 warrior type monsters. 6 samurai support? Is that 6 samurai support I see? Once per turn, you attach 2 from this card. Target 1 ninja monster you control. You can make a second attack during each battle phase. We already have a little fucking dickhead that can attack twice. It's just gonna replace that guy. That's it. Oh man. I mean, at least this one, like, without ties that binds, does lethal by itself. But the current 6 samurai decks that most people use ties anyway, and the 1900 attack hits twice, so that doesn't even change anything. He's stronger though. Smile. That's that's a bit boring. I mean, he's not gonna... Okay, you're just gonna use this at the same time we're already using the Gaga card, right? It's the same shit. You got better attack stats. There you go. He's actually, like, guaranteed kills. There you go. Got a nice little OTK card for you warrior players. Yeah, I have no idea there's an ultra rare. It's such a boring ultra rare. I can see it being like, okay, got some cool OTK stuff. We'll probably see play in quite a few little decks, but it's so boring for an ultra rare, man. It should be in the same... I assume Samurai was an SR, because if Samurai is an S-Star, so should this thing be. It's really boring. And this card was super exciting to read. This card's like, alright, we got another Gaga Samurai, cool. Gaga Samurai won't join Forward Focus because this is a warrior only card. The other one's generic, so. Samurai, yeah, okay. Very boring. Obviously, there's not much else to say about it. Obviously, this get used. Gargoyle Samurai is currently one of the best generics we've got in the game for OTKing, so any warrior deck will just use this instead because it's a lot better. And in ninjas specifically, if you can easily summon this and summon a big ninja, go ahead, off you go. But yeah. That's all, nothing too exciting about it. Cyber / Harpie Lady. Right, now the card art on this one's a little interesting. I'm not really sure what's going on in the chest area with the spikes coming. I'm not really sure what I'm looking at here. Very, I'm not really sure like how like useful that is as armor, as like combat thing. Is that like just try to like? I don't understand why the spikes in those areas. But anyway, let's move on. For this card synchro summon, you can treat one Harpie monster you control as a tuner. Wait, you don't even need tuners in Harpie to use this? It's a level 8, so it's basically an Exceed? Oh, why didn't they just make it an Exceed then? Why does it even bother making it a tuner? Like, what? Why? What went through Konami's head? They're like, right, let's make this a synchro card. Even though it's literally a... Okay, was this released when Xyz weren't a thing? Is that what happened here? Did Xyz not exist when this thing came out? Or did Konami just have a stroke and forget that their whole Xyz stuff exists? No? So they literally just forgot Xyz exists and they decided to make this. Was it generic synchro? But just make it a generic rank 4! Or rank 8, sorry. No, sorry, rank 4, what am I saying? Just make it generic rank 4, who cares? Whatever. This card's name becomes Hyper later on the field in the graveyard. When a spell trap card is activated, you can target one monster your opponent controls or Harpie monster you control, return it to hand. Oh, that's it? Oh. Oh no, it's your opponent controls. Oh, okay, I forgot. I didn't read the first line. I was worried there for a second. I didn't read the part where it targets your opponent's monsters. Alright. Or your opponent's... Yeah, alright. That's a lot better. That's a bit better. Also, it's spell, trap card, or effect. So that includes your continuous spells going off. Like your field spell. Alright? What? Harpie's got like 4 or 5 new fucking sick-ass cards. They're actually looking so good. What the fuck? Summon this field spell effect. Yeah, it's actually sick. You bounce and pop a back row with this shit. That is so good. Then whenever you had to read this is so sad true. My god, this is so good. Alright, so I guess summary of the review. Harpies are actually looking really, really good. Meta relevant? No idea. But the amount of plussing this shit does, the amount of searching this shit does, the amount of it just clears backgrounds for starters, so just being a good background clearer. It seems so good. I just want to give it a shot. I want to know if these cards are going to be broken or not. Holy shit.
Hey, big brother, can I watch SpongeBob? Shut up, Mokuba. I'm busy flagging YouTube videos to compensate for the fact that I have an extremely small penis. Oh.